ओडिशा में बेहतर शिक्षा सुविधाओं की कमी थी, जिसके कारण छात्रों को प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज के लिए बड़े शहरों की ओर पलायन करना पड़ता था। लेकिन प्रोफेसर और डॉक्टर मनोज रंजन नायक ने बदलाव की कल्पना की। 1996 में प्रोफेसर और डॉक्टर मनोज रंजन नायक ने इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्निकल एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च यानी कि ITER की नींव रखी, जिससे अब भारत के बेहतरीन इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस में गिना जाता है। बाद में उन्होंने और भी कई शिक्षण संस्थानों की स्थापना की। प्रोफेसर और डॉक्टर नायक स्वयं एक प्रतिभाशाली छात्र थे। उन्होंने हाई स्कूल सर्टिफिकेट और ISC परीक्षाओं में उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन किया। NIT राउरकेला से इलेक्ट्रिकल स्ट्रीम से BTech किया। IIT खड़गपुर से कंप्यूटर विज्ञान में MTech पूरा किया और ओडिशा कृषि एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विश्वविद्यालय से PhD की उपाधि हासिल की। उन्होंने अपना करियर कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी यानी CET OUAT में एक संकाय सदस्य के रूप में शुरू किया। छात्रों से अपार सम्मान अर्जित किया और प्रोफेसर बन गए। उन्होंने मैनेजमेंट साइंसेज, मेडिकल साइंसेज, हॉस्पिटैलिटी एंड टूरिज्म मैनेजमेंट, नर्सिंग, फार्मास्यूटिकल साइंसेज, डेंटल साइंसेज जैसे संस्थानों की स्थापना की। 17 जुलाई 2007 को UGC ने इन संस्थानों को डीम्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का दर्जा दिया, जिसे शिक्षा ओ अनुसंधान यानी कि SOA के नाम से जाना जाने लगा। बाद में लीगल स्टडीज, एग्रीकल्चरल साइंसेज और वेटरनरी साइंसेज के विभागों को जोड़कर इसका विस्तार किया गया। SOA अपने संस्थापक के दृष्टिकोण का निरंतर अनुसरण कर रहा है, जिससे गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा और अनुसंधान सुलभ हो सके। वहीं दुनिया भर में इसकी मान्यताओं की बात करें तो SOA ग्लोबली रैंक्ड इन QS वर्ल्ड यूनिवर्सिटी रैंकिंग एंड टाइम्स हायर एजुकेशन रैंकिंग्स विश्व प्रतिष्ठा रैंकिंग 2025 में इस संस्थान को भारत के शीर्ष 4 संस्थानों में जगह मिली।
डॉक्टर प्रदीप्ता कुमार नंदा, वाइस चांसलर, शिक्षा और अनुसंधान डीम टू बी यूनिवर्सिटी। प्लीज सर आप मंच पर आएं। इस सेशन की शुरुआत हम करेंगे और साथ ही मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी मेरी सहयोगी पूर्णिमा मिश्रा को, जो इस सेशन को आगे बढ़ाएंगी। देखिए, आज हम यहाँ पर इस कार्यक्रम के जरिए बात कर रहे हैं विकसित भारत की। अलग अलग सेक्टर से जुड़े हुए बहुत खास लोग इस वक्त हमारे साथ यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं और जिस तरह से वो देश के विकास में अहम योगदान निभा रहे हैं, उन सभी से हम यहाँ पर चर्चा कर रहे हैं अलग अलग पैनल्स के जरिए। कुछ लोग एजुकेशन सेक्टर से हमारे बीच हैं, कुछ लोग हेल्थ सेक्टर से हमारे बीच हैं और अलग अलग सेक्टर्स को लेकर चर्चा हम यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं और अब इस सेशन को आगे बढ़ाएंगी मेरी वरिष्ठ सहयोगी पूर्णिमा। ओवर टू यू।
Thank you so much, Akansha. First of all, a huge round of applause as we are going ahead with different sessions, definitely. And Pradipta Kumar Nanda, very warm welcome, sir. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ भारत 24 के इस मंच पर। और क्योंकि हम शिक्षित भारत, सशक्त भारत की बात कर रहे हैं, and your institutions play a huge important role in the particular sector. So first of all, many congratulations to you.
Thank you.
But starting with the question, sir, the name that you have given, Shiksha O Anusandhan. It is very different from almost all other institutes. What is the key difference that you want to focus on?
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving us opportunity in this platform to share our vision and all. The term Shiksha is education and research is Anusandhan is research. And education and research is the prime motive, and this is aligning with the University Grants Commission's actually the vision. So the university vision is to impart high quality education and conduct also high quality research, disseminate to the society and give back to the society, which is another major factor of the university. In the same ethos and philosophy, we have started the university. Therefore, the name is Shiksha Anusandhan.
Right. And of course, in Hindi, it says a lot about Shiksha, the education, which has also been focused by the government also, especially for the girl childs. They are focusing on that. But in recent years, sir, we have seen that institutes are mushrooming by the dozen numbers. So how do you think the infrastructure, the competent educators, and some industry connect, which they are already providing, how is it different for your institute?
Our institute started with a noble mission of creating new knowledge and giving back to the society. And particularly there are two sectors, the education and the health sector. And particularly the health of the kind of the state of Odisha to provide affordable health care for everybody, not only to the human being, but also to the animal kingdom. Therefore, you have actually established the Institute of Veterinary Science, which is actually helping the animal kingdom itself, because who cannot speak, their pain is more important to be actually understood. And then take care of them. And as far as the health sector is concerned, we started journeying in 2006 as dental science and 7 as the medical science. And now our hospital, we have now 2 medical college and hospital and 4 hospitals. So catering to 3,500 bedded hospitals and more than 7,000 outdoor patients are actually visiting us. And also actually our cost is affordable, and till today we provide the beds free, consulting free, except the super specialty and the cabins. So that gives an ample opportunity to actually connect to the society. Not only that, beyond that also we want to give back to the society, empower the people in the society to earn their livelihood. We have Agriculture Institute of Agriculture Science where the students actually spend with the farmers. We also conduct training with the farmers, and they educate the farmers and also educate them with the new technology, how to go ahead and earn more. And also we have connected to the farmers to the FPO, Farmers Producer Organization, to earn their appropriate price for their products.
Wonderful, sir. But what are the integral principles that upholds the quality of your institute?
We believe in holistic education and outcome-based education. Our education system is learning by doing. That's the ethos of many top-notch universities in the world. So therefore, we have provided not only just to learn, also to do, and so to experiment, try, so tinker, so that the students will feel comfortable and learn through doing. So that's our ethos, and it's the outcome-based education system, and across the different institutes. And also you'll provide, besides that, the space for innovation and thinking independently for the society.
आपने health sector की बात की, which is again very important, but the name Anusandhan, which means research, can you please elaborate on it, what kind of importance it holds in your university? And secondly, what is the research initiation that you started earlier and how you're taking it ahead?
We started after becoming university in 2007, July 17, 2007. UGC granted us the deemed to be status. And then we focused on R&D activities, research and development activities. So to initiate the activity, we have currently established different dedicated research centers in the emerging areas of the technology. And we have established 20 dedicated research centers and 60 dedicated research labs. And there are 1,360 PhD students, 2,000 postgraduate students, 2,000 faculty members are working to cater to the research. And we have filed 410 patents, 90 of them have been granted. And also we are connecting to the society by producing or developing products which will be useful for the common man. And these are the research centers we have established in this niche area. We say, for example, we have established a Center for Environment Climate in 2012, just to predict the weather. Not only that, Odisha is prone to cyclone.
Right.
So therefore, to actually protect the lives of the common man of Odisha, so we have established lightning detector across different districts of Odisha, covering the entire Odisha, and we are predicting the occurrence of lightning 30 minutes before the occurrence, which is helping the people.
Absolutely, and that's the demand of the time as well, and congratulations for that. Meanwhile, I'll just take the opportunity. Avasthi sir, welcome. Aapka swagat hai sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Going ahead, sir, do you have dedicated research center, first of all?
Yes, we have 20 dedicated research centers.
20.
The latest one we created is Center for Quantum Science and Technology. That is with the aligning the mission of the quantum mission of Government of India. Similarly, we have a Center for Climate Smart Agriculture. Today there is a climate variability and the farmers are affected most. How do you develop climate resilient seeds for the farmers? There to do research, we have created dedicated. And there is another dedicated research center we have created, that is industrial biotechnology. How to connect biotechnology with the industry. And they are really help the people there. And similarly, we have also research centers in nanoscience, nanotechnology, and many more centers in the healthcare sector.
Since we are facing many challenges in the healthcare sector these days, sir, do you have your researchers hit upon any new formulation that can bring a revolution in the healthcare center?
Yes, as a university, we are focusing on interdisciplinary research. And so therefore, we have a dedicated, I think, extramural grants from the Department of Biotechnology to the tune of 5 crores, where the Institute of Medical Science, Dental Science, and Pharmaceutical Science, Biotechnology, the faculty and students come together to do research in that area. And there we have developed two products, new products, and that has been commercialized. The products are, one is gargling, new formulation for the gargling, and ocular drops, which have been commercialized through National Research Development Council, NRDC of Government of India, and many more products are on the anvil.
But still, since you talked about the healthcare initiatives, I still want you to elaborate a little bit more how the healthcare initiatives undertaken by Shiksha Anusandhan.
Currently, we have two medical institutes. The first medical institute started in 2007, and there's a 250 intake seat. We have offering all PG programs in all disciplines, and also DM programs and postdoctoral programs and doctoral programs. We added a new medical college in 2024 with 150 seats, and the old medical college is having 2,300 bedded hospital with 4,000 patients per day visiting the hospital. And the new medical college is 750 bedded hospital, and more than 1,500 patients are visiting there. And we have two more hospitals, one tertiary care hospital, and also a hospital in the southern Odisha in Berhampur, and to cater to the needs of the southern Odisha people.
I'll just wind up the session with the last question. What are the future plans?
We are aiming to have a pharma company to have new formulations, contribute to that, and also the contribute for the entire state of Odisha by establishing small healthcare centers across different districts, and also a IT hub and a new kind of the innovation hubs campus where we will conduct research and also provide opportunity to students in the AI and AI in healthcare, and also blockchain and the kind of the robotics, all the emerging technology, data science. We want to provide that, and that campus we are trying to build soon.
All the very best, sir, for your future plans, and thank you for joining us with Bharat 24. A huge round of applause for Dr. Pradipta Kumar Nanda.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving it.
थैंक यू सो मच. सबसे पहले प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर प्रदीप्ता कुमार नंदा, वाइस चांसलर, एंड मिस्टर Subhadarshini Mishra PRO on behalf of Shiksha Anusandhan, deemed to be university, and the category is Excellence in Field of Education. एक बार जोरदार तालियां. शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में लगातार आप कदम बढ़ा रहे हैं. ये मंच आपको सम्मानित करता है.